This couch will be the death of me. What has my offspring done now?
It's not about Betty this time, Eliza. It's Lincoln. There was a plane crash last night.
That is fine. He is fine. Nod your head, Amos. Agree with me.
Eliza,
I must go to him. Is he in the hospital? Is he conscious?
he's at the airfield, but we can't get in there right now. They're on lockdown until they figure out what the hell happened last night.
We need to start making calls immediately. Get the sheriff on the phone.
I'm the sheriff.
The marshal, then. Or the Marines. No, call the Coast Guard. They always know what to do in these situations.
Okay, listen to me for just a second, Eliza. Come with me now, and I'll drive you to Lincoln when we're done. Maybe the lockdown will be over by then.
Fine, damn it. I will come with you.
They arrived yesterday, right after the accident, and they built this whole base in less than 12 hours. Eliza, something seriously strange is going on.
You bet there's something strange going on. I do not remember approving that building permit. And more importantly, I do not recall receiving any payment for that building permit. Who else knows about this?
No one in town knows anything, and the governor won't take my calls.
Can you blame him? The last few times you called him, you babbled about chipmunk gangs like a lunatic.
Can we focus on the important thing here? What the hell should we do about this?
Have you tried talking with the people here?
Of course I did. But they always give me the same answer. Look.
Stop right there.
See?
Well, we did everything we could. Now I suggest we...
Eliza!
Fine, but let me handle this, okay?
God, this is the highlight of my day. Do not touch that, ma'am.
Since you seem to lack common sense, I will be nice and explain it to you. Soldiers have guns. Amos, this is stupid. Let us just leave already.
Leave? I can't believe what I'm hearing. The Eliza I know would never give up so easy. Maybe I should reconsider my options for the next election.
Fine. I will speak with the soldier.
What the hell is your problem? Can't you see I'm on break? Stop doing that! I'm warning you! I hate killing before breakfast, but I'll do what I have to do. Okay, that does it. Who do I have to kill to finish my meatballs in peace?
You had better watch your tone, Private. I am Mayor Eliza Barrett.
Congratulations on your success, ma'am. But you could be the Queen of England for all I care.
I can make your life a living hell much more easily than the Queen of England can. Now, I suggest you let me speak to whoever is in charge of this operation.
That's not gonna happen. The General...
Are you aware of my 85-point plan for community-based economic restructuring?
What?
Oh, you are not? Allow me to elaborate then. I intend to amend the zoning regulations by Resolutions 1104-1943 RT, as related to approved uses in Commercial Zone C4 to C252.5. This means we need to cross-reference Statute A11B.5, which governs the use of non-indigenous building materials. And if you like number 34, just wait until you hear about number 35. It is very complicated, but...
Oh! Just stop, please! You're gonna drive me insane!
Are you sure? 35 is quite interesting. It details financial legislation affecting rodents, raccoons, and other...
Ma'am, the General is not here, and I don't know when he'll be back.
Why did you not tell me that 6 hours ago?
Believe me, I tried. You wouldn't stop talking.
You have made a powerful enemy today, Private. I will go back to my office, grab my book, and by the time I am done, not even your grandmother will—
Eliza! Please excuse her. It's a very stressful time. She's concerned about losing a voter this close to the election. Come on, let's go. There's nothing more we can do here. Look, I hate to suggest this, but remember my brother-in-law, the one in the FBI? He's a pain in the neck, but maybe he can dig around and find some info for us. I'll call him when I get back to the station. Look, I know it's scary, but there's not much you can do for Lincoln until he comes out of the coma. Why don't you go back to work? I'm sure the campaign needs your attention.
You know, Amos, you might be right. Work is just what I need to keep my mind off this predicament.
Great, but please don't go just yet. I need moral support for this phone call.
You've reached the best agent the FBI has to offer. What can I do for you tonight?
Hey, Jack, it's Amos.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Come on, Jack, you know I wouldn't call if it wasn't important.
Listen, Amos, it's late, and I don't want you to think I don't care about you or your problems. But I don't. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna...
Will you listen to me for once in your life, goddammit? Something really serious is going down here. You have to help us.
Get it through your thick skull. Unless it's for a federal crime, it's not my problem. Is this about a federal crime?
No, but the military...
Always a pleasure, Amos. Take care of yourself. Adios.
Are you all right, Amos?
Damn showboating prick. Ugh. Yes, I'm fine. I don't know what else I expected, but he's not going to help unless it's a federal crime.
A federal crime, you say?
Eliza, what are you scheming about?
Oh, never you mind. Just keeping myself occupied, as you said. I will see you later, Amos. With all that has happened today, I nearly forgot to go to the church and check up on Father Jenkins. If you want a memento of the man, perhaps a smaller piece would suffice. If you want a...
Can I help you, ma'am?
Who are you? And where is Father Jenkins?
The name's Jack Riley. And Father Jenkins is off on a well-earned vacation.
What? Why was I not informed?
You know how long it takes news to get here from Rome.
Jenkins has not taken a single day off since he took his vows. Why would he suddenly do so now?
The boss made him take time off. Between you and me, you do not say no to the big guy in our line of work.
Enough. You are barely credible as a man, let alone a priest. But you know what? I will have Amos sort this out. It is not worth my time.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Now, that is a much faster way of confirming my suspicions. Where is Father Jenkins, you fraudulent fiend?
Look, the father's getting ready for a one-way trip to paradise. He might even live long enough to unpack his suitcase, provided you cooperate.
Ugh, this is outrageous. Fine. What do you want from me?
Buckle up, sweet cheeks, because we're gonna rob the First National Bank.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps. Now listen. I have it on good authority that the bank's got a literal fortune hidden in the vault. Over $500,000 in cash. Oh, and the recipe for something called special sauce. Name on that account is Michael Walker.
Why did you not tell me that first? You did not need the subterfuge. I would have signed up in a heartbeat.
Who cares? The point is, $500,000 is just sitting there, waiting to be snatched up. Just focus on doing a clean job. You'll get your cut, don't worry.
Fine, but what about Jenkins?
After I reach my safe house, I'll send you a telegram with his location. You can go get him yourself.
Is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, we're gonna need disguises, of course. I also need you to speak with a buddy of mine, name of Harrelson. He's an expert safecracker. Then we gotta find someone who can disable the alarm for us and...
Slow down. It sounds like you are placing a lot of trust in me. And by trust, I mean making me do all your dirty work.
What part of being blackmailed do you not understand, lady? You don't get to choose the terms. You just get to carry them out.
Then I should begin immediately. The sooner I start, the sooner this will be over.
Not so fast. There's one more thing. You gotta make sure the park is empty. No potential witnesses.
And just how do you expect me to accomplish all that?
If you are really as smart as you seem to think you are, you'll find a way.
About the heist. What sort of disguises did you have in mind?
I don't care. As long as we can move in them and they hide our identities, they're fine.
Is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, we're gonna need disguises, of course. I also need you to speak with a buddy of mine, name of Harrelson. He's an expert safecracker. Then we gotta find someone who can disable the alarm for us and you gotta make sure the park is empty. No potential witnesses.
Who is this Harrelson, and how can we find him?
Harrelson's a friend. We're in the same general line of work. Now, we didn't come here together, which must mean he's here to do a job. That's gonna be his first and only priority. So your job is to convince him to take this side gig.
Why can you not just ask him yourself?
Are you kidding? One stranger in a town this size is unusual enough, let alone two. I feel a lot safer hiding in here. I draw less attention that way. Plus, there's a bunch of free booze in the basement.
Well, how am I supposed to even find him?
I've been in here all day, but I saw him having a coffee at the diner this morning. I guess you could try there. Might be hard to talk him into this, though.
Convincing people to do things is my greatest talent. I bet you will even learn a thing or two from me.
Yeah? You're gonna learn to shut up, or do you have more questions?
How do you expect me to disable the alarm?
That's your problem, honey. But you must know everyone in town. I'm sure you'll find someone to help you.
And if I don't?
Father Jenkins bites it.
I can hardly ban tax-paying residents from public spaces. What do you suggest I tell them?
You're the politician. Make some empty promises or threats. As long as no one's there to see the heist go down, I don't care what you do.
We should talk about this later.
All right.
When you decided to go after Michael Strongbox and come to this town, were you not worried about our sheriff? Amos is a legendary lawman.
Yeah, legendary for being gullible. I mean, the guy believes in the Sasquatch. How could anyone take him seriously? What a joke. Anyway, I've been sending him anonymous reports of weird creatures and mysterious entities for months. I bet he's been pretty distracted lately, hasn't he?
So it was you! You are the one filling his head with inane stories about mobster woodchucks.
Mobster woodchucks? What? No, I just planted fake Sasquatch footprints around the lake. What the hell is a mobster woodchuck?
Since money is clearly what you are after, perhaps you would be willing to consider a different arrangement.
Maybe. What are you offering?
I offer to pay you directly for his rescue, in full, over a series of budget-friendly monthly installments. Let us say at the rate of $10 a month?
Under those conditions, I can't guarantee you'll get him back in one piece. It's money now, or Father Jenkins, never.
Damn. You would be surprised how often that works. I would like to know more about you, Mr. Riley.
All you need to know right now is how to prepare for the heist. If you do a good job, maybe I'll consider answering more questions.
That will be all, Mr. Riley. I must go.
Wait, before you leave, I have to give you the password.
Password? What password?
You know, a secret code so Harrelson knows who's sending you.
Oh, that kind of password. Well, what is it?
One that you'll easily remember. I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please. Now, get moving. You've got a job to do. And remember, not one word to the fuzz.
I will hold up my end of the bargain, never doubt that. And, Mr. Riley, if anything happens to Father Jenkins, you had better pray to whatever God you believe in, because nothing in this world or the next will spare you from the wrath of Eliza Barrett. I cannot believe I have to save Jenkins' hide again. Focus, Eliza. Picking up 3 costumes and getting Mr. Riley's friend to help us should not be a problem. Then we have to remove any potential witnesses from the park. That part might prove tricky. And I have no clue how to disable the alarm at the bank. Well, it is going to be a long night. Better get to it. You must be Mr. Harrelson. We have business to discuss.
2 questions, lady. 1, how the hell do you know my name? 2, what could you and I possibly have to talk about?
I suppose I have the same answer for both questions. We have a mutual friend. One Jack Riley, to be precise.
Uh-huh. So what's the password then?
The rain was long ago, but the desert does not forget.
What am I, a weatherman? Get lost.
Johnny Gargano is the bee's knees.
And if I was watching the door at a speakeasy, that would mean something. Out of my sight.
Marlene Dietrich stole some sheep because she couldn't fall asleep.
I couldn't give a crap how that woman is sleeping. Now leave me alone.
Mary had a little lamb, but she got hungry and made kebabs.
Good for Mary, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Get lost.
I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please.
We have rooms to spare, but no cheese. I can't believe Jack Riley's actually here. Hadn't heard a peep from him since I got out of the joint. What's he cooking up this time?
Let us say he is planning to make an unauthorized withdrawal at the bank.
Huh, what for? There can't be any money in this one-horse town. Besides, I got a job already. But maybe if you did something for me first, I'd feel a little more helpful.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I've been hired to bring down a certain rhino. I need an M1 Garand rifle for the job, and I ain't got one. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
You seem to be better suited to procuring illegal munitions than myself. Why ask me?
3 reasons. 1, I don't feel like walking. 2, your dumbass sheriff is already suspicious of me. 3, it always helps to have an extra set of fingerprints on a stolen gun.
Well, Amos has confiscated a large number of hunting rifles. I could check at the police station.
No, if the sheriff sees one of those is missing, he'll suspect something. No cops, is that clear?
Crystal. But where else am I supposed to find your firearm?
I guess you'll have to track down the Desert Viper and make a deal.
Where can I find this Desert Viper you mentioned?
The hell should I know? Do I look like a herpetologist?
This is no time for wordplay, Mr. Harrelson. Tell me what you know.
The Desert Viper is the toughest, meanest, scariest arms dealer on this side of the border.
You mean to tell me I have had an illegal arms dealing operation running under my nose this entire time?
I don't know how to answer that exactly. How long have you lived here?
Almost all my life.
Then yeah.
So, you came to the middle of the American desert to hunt rhinos, did you?
Goddamn right I did. Why do you care?
Because I imagine it would be quite a difficult task, considering there are no wild rhinoceroses here, or anywhere on the continent for that matter.
Believe me, my information is good. The rhino is here.
Out of curiosity, how did you and Riley meet?
We spent some time together in California.
Really? Where? Alcatraz? San Quentin?
Chino, actually. We were new meat at the same time. Without Riley, I would have never made it out.
Why exactly were you imprisoned?
I was brought in on charges of murder, armed robbery, counterfeiting, and third-degree puppy punting.
Animal cruelty. Could you sink any lower?
It's not what you think. I was framed by the Chicago Canine Unit. Those bastards busted into my place, beat me to a pulp, and peed all over the carpet. And then, to add insult to injury, they chewed up my best shoes.
Unsettling. But how could that land you in prison?
Oh, they planted a bunch of cocaine in my apartment, and then told the court that I was the one who beat them up. They even showed up to the trial with half their limbs in casts. They look so cute. No jury would have believed my side of the story.
Dirty police dogs. I could never have imagined. So, you are a member of a biker gang. That is a lovely ride you have there, by the way.
We call it a motor club, but yeah. And thanks. Got this beauty from someone in another club.
I was not expecting biker rivalries to be so civil.
It wasn't a gift, lady. More like an involuntary surrender of assets.
Ah, that sounds more like it. Tell me more about your motor club.
They call us the bloodthirsty turtles of furious death.
Have you had many encounters with your rivals?
Hell's Summer Associates? Not since the incident.
By incident, you mean how you were run off the big island with your tails between your legs?
As I said, the incident, yeah.
I am surprised that you never sought revenge.
I don't think any of the old-timers want to open that beef back up. They're all scared of the Hell's Summer Associates leader. Apparently it's a woman, and she goes by the Alligator.
Do you mean the litigator?
Yeah, how'd you know? Holy crap, are you? Damn, the legend herself.
When did you join this motor club of yours?
When I drew my first breath, I was bored in the sidecar of my dad's motorcycle while he was trying to outrun the fuzz. See, my dad was running from the cops when he ducked into a bookstore to hide. My mom was shopping there. She took one look at this big, sweaty biker covered with tattoos and breathing hard, and her water broke from sheer terror. We tend to have that effect on people. He grabbed my terrified mother in one arm and the store's cash box in the other, threw them both into a sidecar and hit the road. They were en route to the hospital when Dad swerved to avoid a kid on a bicycle. We hit a wall. Dad and I were okay, but the cash box hit Mom in the head and, well, that was the first time I ended up in the clink.
I must drop by next time I am in Chicago. I would love to see all the mugshots in your family album.
Hey, you laugh, but I looked adorable in those tiny handcuffs.
It must have been hard growing up without a mother.
Kinda. Dad wasn't around much, so I had to do a lot of stuff for myself. Cook, clean, pay the bills, change my diapers.
I wish my offspring were that self-sufficient. I coddle her too much.
Yeah, right. No offense, but you don't really seem like the nurturing type.
Excuse me? I defy you to find even one other mother in this country who did a better job than I...
That was a good one! Whew, these fumes are making me dizzy. Oh, hi, Miss Dixon!
Ever thought about leaving the club?
Nah, they're my family, and you never abandon your family.
I mean, not without a good reason. Your loyalty is admirable, regardless.
Our motto has always been, the only way out is in a body bag.
I do not need any more information about your unwholesome existence.
Aww.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I need an M1 Garand rifle for the job, and I ain't got one. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
We will speak later, Mr. Harrelson.
Sure thing. I ain't going nowhere.
This has Mayor Barrett written all over it, if you ask me.
I fail to see how a plane crash is the mayor's fault.
Oh, really? Ask yourself then. Was there ever a downed plane cluttering up downtown before the Barrett administration?
You seem quite invested in damaging Mayor Barrett's public image. Please, continue.
Don't you find it suspicious that the statue of beloved hero Pat Garrett suddenly exploded? And not a minute later, what do I see that woman doing? Stealing evidence right out of the police station. That's a felony last I checked.
I hardly think all these terrible things can be pinned on the mayor.
Oh, really? Been by the church lately? Where's Father Jenkins? Nobody knows. She replaced him without even telling anyone. If you ask me, she committed foul play and hid his body in the lake.
Bozha, keep going, don't stop.
Do you know she's allowing people to keep cougars as pets? If it escaped, it could eat someone, probably a child.
I would not worry about cougars so much. They can barely hold an assault rifle, let alone ride a unicycle. Bears, on the other hand.
Not to mention, she keeps trying to bring down small business owners, like Mike.
Despicable. The Walker family's legacy of meatball excellence must be protected at all costs.
And let me tell you the biggest secret about...
Such a lovely evening, is it not, Miss Hart?
Well, hello there, Mayor Barrett. Long time no see.
Do you have a problem with the way I manage my town?
You bet I do. The costs Sam will need to face to turn his life around after this incident must be astronomical, and for...
Don't bother. I've got it covered. And I don't want anyone messing it up.
But that's not all. You're leading an unjust crusade against a local business that has stood for generations.
You cannot be serious.
Oh, but I am. Michael Walker has a thriving small business and a great work ethic. And all you ever do is try to sabotage him.
Well, if you are so confident my treatment of Michael is unwarranted, we could always discuss it with him over a plate of his latest creation.
Table for two, then?
Oh, God, no. What about Max's Kamehameha, sponsored by Eliza Barrett? A disgusting display of favoritism. If it was up to me, I'd have that bar shut down lickety-split. What the hell? Was that a coconut?
Yep, and there's more where that one came from.
Perhaps now would be a good time to drop this subject. Would you not agree, Ms. Hart?
Uh-huh.
What is the purpose behind all these baseless accusations you keep spouting?
I demand to be properly compensated for all the pain and suffering you've caused me. I mean the pain and suffering that your plane crash caused in my town. Yeah, that.
Compensation? That is preposterous. I am not listening to this tripe for one more second.
Well, that's your choice. I'll just have to spread the word that a vote for Barrett means endorsing aerial destruction of your town.
As if anyone in their right mind would... Oh, damn it all. Considering the only reason Lincoln was flying that night was because of Mr. Lapidus's absence, who hails from one of the eldest families established in your town, I believe the blame falls entirely on your shoulders.
Nonsense! That absence was due to severe intoxication from eating at a diner in your town. So you, Eliza Barrett, are the only one to blame.
His inability to make sound decisions only strengthens my argument. Regardless, if anybody from my town should take the blame, it would be Michael Walker. He should be the one held responsible for every bad thing that happened last night.
Like hell I am!
Throwing your own citizens under the bus to save your skin. You just strengthened my position.
Have I wronged you somehow? Otherwise, I do not understand why you are mounting such a savage campaign against me.
Wronged me! You are such a... Really? You don't understand? I'm your opponent. And any strategist worth their salt knows that the first move in war is to weaken the opposition.
By that statement, I can tell you have a military background.
I was raised in a military household, yes. My father is a high-ranking officer. What of it?
Just trying to place you, that is all. It must have been quite difficult, growing up in such a strict environment.
You call these military corners, young lady? Having a bed is a privilege, and you're not worthy of it. Now drop and give me 50 before you make your bed the right way.
Hello? Ms. Hart? Are you listening to me?
No, why would I listen to you? And shut up, you don't know anything about me.
That will be all for today.
Don't think you can just shoo me away. I'll be back with even more dirt on you. Mark my words.
Whatever you need to give your life meaning.
Ugh.
Good evening, Ms. Peterson.
Sorry, Miss Barrett, but I'm a little bit busy here. American planes are terrible, but I wouldn't think they were this terrible.
Let us leave it as it is. The airfield will have a lot to answer for. It is quite obvious that they are out of business, but some people need signs for everything.
What could have hit it?
Eliza! I was hoping to see you one more time before my bus got here. Now I can say farewell properly.
Farewell? Sam, you cannot possibly leave us for a minor setback.
Well, I wouldn't consider a giant airplane wing a minor setback exactly.
But we can help you rebuild. Or we could even leave the wings stuck in the motel and make it a tourist attraction. You could charge them for admission, photos, souvenirs.
Not this time, Eliza. I've made up my mind. I'm going back to Arizona. It's past time I return to my roots. And besides, I've always wanted to help teach the young, keep the stories of my childhood alive. I'll leave business management to the new generation.
But why leave in such a rush? Can you not wait until after the election?
That's my Eliza. You always cheer me up. I'm truly going to miss you, friend.
If there is no changing your mind, then let us at least make our final conversation one to remember. I am glad nothing happened to you last night. How did you manage that exactly?
The weirdest thing happened. I woke up in the middle of the night to something tapping on my window.
What was it?
A condor, white as snow, knocking on the glass. We stared into each other's eyes for a moment, and then it told me to follow.
A talking condor, Sam? Have you perhaps spent too much time around my offspring?
You want to hear the story or not? I followed him around until we reached a level crossing, when suddenly I heard an explosion and a loud crash. I turned around just in time to see the plane wings slice my motel in half.
It would seem that bird saved your life, Sam.
Indeed it did. I turned around to express my gratitude, but it had already left.
Yeah, he's departed all right. Snow-dusted chicken wings. Get them while they're hot.
Despite everything, you do not seem that concerned about what happened.
Oh, well, this door-to-door salesman popped in yesterday. Very persuasive. He had me sign one of his insurance packages in 5 seconds flat. Called it the "Whatever happens, we've got you covered" pack. It was for a limited time offer, ending yesterday too. And he even gave me a 50% discount because he liked my nose.
Sam, you know they always use that wording to get you to sign without thinking, right?
Not in this case. Here, take a look.
In the event of a military plane or piece of it falling on your property, L. Hardy's insurance will shoulder all the costs, as well as pay for any damages you may have incurred. Well, I am amazed at their idiocy, but happy for you, Sam.
Thanks. I'm going to live quite the comfy life thanks to that idiocy.
I hope you know you will always be welcome here, Sam.
You know, Eliza, for all your obvious faults,
Faults? Me? Whatever do you mean?
where should I begin? You're greedy, arrogant, deceitful,
Well, I cannot argue with those.
bossy, overly ambitious, dishonest about your feelings,
I thought you said these were faults.
megalomaniacal, vengeful, and mean.
Well, that did hurt. I certainly hope there is a but coming.
But you are a truly remarkable woman, Eliza.
Oh, hush you. My offspring is going to miss you very much.
And I'll miss her deeply, especially our intellectual conversations.
You mean when you put wild ideas in her head and then I have to deal with the backlash?
Exactly. By the way, expect to be having a nice conversation about spirit animals any time this week.
What animal should I be expecting her to behave like now?
I just told her it probably would be the dolphin.
Because of her curious and inventive nature?
Yes. Also because of that time I saw her swallow a mackerel whole without even blinking.
What should we do with the motel?
Oh, I'm sure you have some ideas already.
We could pull down the remaining structure and clear the land. Then it would make a wonderful wildlife refuge. It will hold 2 members of each species in the world, just like that science fiction tale.
All that free-range meat walking around unsupervised within Mike's reach?
I guess there is no harm in leaving this as a memorial to all that was lost. Will you miss us?
This town will always have a special place in my heart, Eliza. And if I had one regret, it's that I leave with many unanswered questions. Will Amos ever catch the chipmunks? Will Ben ever see a real communist? Who is the real legal owner of the diner?
Apologies. What was that last one?
Have you seen the vermin around that place? They're so big, it makes me wonder if Mike is really the one in charge of that place.
Honestly, with you gone, I do not know how I will manage.
Oh, Eliza, you worry too much. I'll be fine.
Who will help me deal with my offspring now?
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, in that case, let me make a recommendation. The River of Lost Souls.
Sam, drowning her is a little dramatic.
I'm talking about the River of Lost Souls, Hot Springs Resort and Spa. They're offering a great package for overworked people like yourself. They even have a daycare to look after Betty. Because sometimes escape isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
I appreciate the thought, but perhaps I should just hire a babysitter for her.
Have you asked Amos?
Amos is too busy with that chipmunk case.
Chipmunks? Nah, that's not... Oh, no. Did you see that?
See what?
I don't know. It was like some kind of vision.
But what did you see?
Never mind. It was unclear. Difficult to interpret. It's a good thing I'm leaving today.
This has been such a lovely chat, but I suppose we must say goodbye now.
Eliza, before you leave, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I've been having these dreams about you.
Sam, I am flattered, but...
Not that. I'm concerned about your future, Eliza. I feel it is a grim one. In my dream, you have lost everything. Friends, home, your daughter, and even...
Do not say the presidency. Anything but the presidency.
Your life.
Do not scare me like that again, you old rascal.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Eliza. Godspeed, my friend, and may the spirits be kind to you.
Goodbye, Sam. I will truly miss that man.
It looks like an intentional hit. But was it?
What is more important than speaking to me, may I ask?
I apologize, Ms. Mayor. My editor is a very strict man, and I must take pictures for him right away. Please, you'll have to wait for the time being. These pictures will greatly improve my standing in the agency. I can already see the promotion coming.
Ms. Peterson, what I have to tell you is of the utmost importance.
Ms. Mayor, I promise I will give you my full attention in just a little while. Actually, perhaps another day would be better. I hope they didn't die. Or worse, get fired.
She has made it quite clear that she is too busy to talk.
Oh man, this is gonna be awesome!
Hell yeah, it is!
What do you think?
I don't know. It's missing something.
Oh, I know!
Nice! That's perfect! Betty.
Not now, I think it's still missing something. Ooh, I know! What if she was breathing fire?
Hey, Betty, you might want to quit it with the artistic expression.
I can't quit now! I just realized she needs a sombrero! Spanish is a beautiful language. That is why I have decided to make this giant hat my running mate.
Mary Elizabeth Anderson! Should I even bother to ask why you are doing this?
Because I didn't expect to get caught, duh.
Quiet. Why is it that whenever anything goes wrong around here, it's always because of you two?
Hey, it's never my idea.
That is quite enough. Both of you go home immediately. And you should be thankful I am not reporting you to Amos for defacement of public property.
You wouldn't do that to your own daughter.
Oh my god, you idiot. Yes, she would. Let's get the hell out of here before she changes her mind.
I feel my suit looks better without bullet holes. And, as a matter of fact, so do I. Cluck?
Quack, 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 quack.
Bang, bang, bang. You want anything, Miss Mayor? 'Cause if you do, save it for tomorrow. It's time for my beauty sleep. Good night, Miss Mayor.
Quack, quack.
Stop right there, you commie scum.
Benjamin, for the last time, I am not a communist.
Stop right there, you gubernatorial scum.
Fine, I will leave you and your home alone.
Good. Now back to...
That bad, huh? What's wrong with her?
We don't know. The doctors won't even look at her because we can't pay. All we know is that she's really sick.
Aw, buck up, little buddy. Hey, you know what I think will make you guys feel a lot better? How about a nice big piece of cake?
Yay! Cake!
Okay, one cake, special orphan price. That'll be $29.99 excluding tip.
What? We don't have any money, Mike.
No money, no cake, kiddo. You want something just for showing up? What do you think this is? Communist Russia? But, well, in your case, I'll make an exception. Just don't tell the man in the gas station.
No socialist dessert distribution under capitalism.
Must we really talk to Michael? Is there truly no other option? Let us just get this over with. Greetings, Michael.
Well, there goes everyone's appetite. Why are you here?
I was just wondering if you knew anything about the plane crash.
Not much. Wasn't your boyfriend the pilot? Did he fake his death to get away from you?
That was low, Michael, even for you.
Oh, so you... Oh, yeah. Jeez, I'm sorry, Eliza. Force of habit. I should have thought about what I was saying.
It's all right, Michael. I am sure I will have the opportunity to verbally destroy you again soon. But I simply do not have the motivation right now.
Sure. And I just want to say...
No, please do not.
That in the grand scheme of things, we're both still human beings, and...
Michael, please.
If you ever need someone to talk to about all this, ask someone else.
Thank you, Michael. On a day like this, it is good to know that some things have not changed. I am glad to see you are making new friends, Michael.
That jerk ain't my friend. He arrived this morning and hasn't left the parking lot all day. Can't you use your mayoral privilege or whatever to tell him to skedaddle? He's scaring away all my customers.
Lucky customers. Perhaps I should pay him to remain there permanently. I'm surprised you let all these unsupervised children hang around the diner.
You should be grateful these kids are here, because they just gave me a great idea!
Michael, we have been over this 1,000 times. Unhomed is not the same as free range. Children are not the same as veal, and
Actually, what I was gonna say is that I propose a deal. I'll waste my vote on you if you promise to expedite the adoption paperwork.
you want to adopt them. Why? So you can have an unpaid waitstaff?
Or maybe because it breaks my heart to see a bunch of homeless kids. Look, how about I also rename the Stanky Mayor Special? That sweeten the deal?
That is not a dish. That is a pile of oozing trash you put in a bowl and refuse to throw out.
Okay, how about this? You push through that paperwork and I'll start a new promotion. Bring in one Barrett campaign leaflet, get a free slice of pie and soda. What do you think of that?
All right, Michael, my answer is... no.
Look, Eliza, can I just talk to you normally for a second here? Lorraine's a nice lady, but she can't keep up with a bunch of wild kids. I got a big empty house, plenty of food, lots of stuff for them to do. Just think about it, would you?
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps you are not wrong. I shall think about your offer, but I promise nothing.
Thank you very much, Miss Mayor.
You are most welcome, Mr. Walker. Why do you insist on cooking for a living, Michael? Why not try something for which you are better suited? Smell testing underarm deodorants? Cleaning up vomit at an amusement park? Or perhaps Roscoe needs help aiming during breeding season?
Why do you insist on being a politician, Eliza? Why not try something you're better suited to? Like, shutting up!
Wow, what a comeback. I have had as much Michael Walker as I can stand for the day. As tempted as I am to erase that stain on my reputation, I will not be the one to crush her sense of self-worth. I will leave that to the demolition team. I have no time for games.
No matter what
Ugh, children.
Gross, a grown-up. Miss Mayor, do you mind? We're trying to hold an important meeting.
Do you not think we have more important things to do than play? Children cannot vote and therefore are not worth my time.
Sorry, Miss Mayor. No grown-ups allowed.
I have no time for games.
Holy smokes! Is that a giant cockroach? Is he cooking?
Hey, I got out a living somehow. Besides, what's the problem? You've been eating it since you got here. Where do you think all your school cafeteria food comes from?
Ew!
Kids, leave Rocco alone!
It might be more comfortable than that coffin, but I would rather die. It might be more comfortable than that coffin, but I would rather die than sleep here. Amos, we have a situation.
What did Betty do this time?
What? No! Father Jenkins has been kidnapped.
Look, Eliza, I doubt anyone kidnapped Jenkins. Maybe he just stepped out for a quick pilgrimage or something.
Sometimes I wonder why we even have a sheriff.
Eliza, you're 5 feet away. I heard that.
What exactly constitutes a federal crime?
Oh, lots of things. Mail fraud, robbing banks, hijacking, blowing up statues of important historical figures.
That last one does not seem to match the others in terms of severity. But I am more concerned about the military presence than that.
You're right, Eliza. First we deal with this military business. Then we get those vandals.
I have heard some unsavory rumors flying around about how our little town is harboring a dangerous black market operation.
Black market? Here? Ha! What are they dealing in? Cactus fruit? Huge quantities of sand?
Weapons! For the love of Churchill, weapons!
Holy guacamole! I wonder who could possibly be involved with something like that. I bet it's someone we'd never suspect.
Amos, I want you to take the night off.
Yeah, right. You haven't given me a day off since I took this position.
An exaggeration if I ever heard one.
You made me work on my wedding night.
That was an emergency.
How about last Christmas Eve?
That was an emergency.
Eliza, next time you decorate a Christmas tree, use a damn footstool. Your tree wasn't even that tall. Why couldn't Betty have done it?
Do you not remember what she did the previous year?
I could never forget it. What happened to the Spreadin' Pure Universal Tinsel 5000 anyway?
She forgot it at the White House when I took her there last year. The president found it and accidentally triggered it in the Oval Office. There was so much tinsel, it took a whole year to rescue him.
I reckon Truman's got a whole new appreciation for the holiday spirit now. Anyway, tinsel is a walk in the park compared to the disaster that a Mecha Santa would have been.
Amos, I must insist you stop working for the night.
And I must insist on declining to do so. I have a funny feeling you'd fire me for dereliction of duty.
Do you really believe me to be so petty?
I have the right to remain silent. Why are you so intent on me taking tonight off anyway?
Your obsession with the supernatural is starting to affect your work, Amos. Take the night off. We need you in tip-top shape to fight off actual threats.
That's kind of you, but I'm staying on duty. I won't be able to really relax until we hunt down those evil chipmunks anyway.
Amos, we need to discuss the America's Safest Town Award. It was so humiliating to be disqualified last year. Please tell me we are in better shape now.
Well, I've done the best I can, and our crime rate is extremely low, if you don't count all the petty crimes.
My ears must be going bad. I could have sworn you just said Betty crimes.
I've chosen my words carefully, Eliza.
I authorize you to deal with it however you see fit. My offspring is not to be given any sort of special treatment.
Well, you know what Sheriff Pat would have done, right?
I think we have moved beyond the point of prairie justice as a society, do you not? I hardly think honor killings are necessary in these modern times.
Honor kill? Jeez, Eliza! I meant he would have put her in a cell for a few days to cool off. Although...
Amos, no. See you later, Amos.
Later, Eliza.
Clearly, he is not leaving. Time for Plan B. Perhaps we could exploit that chipmunk obsession of his to nudge him out.
I've lost enough to this town. You can't have that, too. I've lost enough.
We will not be able to touch it as long as Amos is right there. And I am afraid we have run out of emotionally relevant statues with which to distract him.
For a limited time only, you can buy one taco for the price of two and receive a second taco. No extra charge. Miss Mayor, what brings you to my humble stand?
You can stop pretending, Mr. Vasquez. No one is watching. I am pleased to see you have everything up and running already.
Then I guess you're here for an update on Operation Trash Collection.
In due time. First, I would like to talk about something else.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I am making an effort to get to know my constituents. Would you tell me a little bit about your background?
I guess. Sure. Anything in particular?
Tell me more about your life before coming here.
No mames, way. You know I'm not allowed to talk about my time spent with the organization.
Of course you can. What's the worst they can do? Burn you? Oh, right. Too late for that.
Actually, revealing the secrets of the PMF might get us both killed.
Spare me the drama. As far as they know, this conversation never happened.
The Plausible Mission Force is an independent espionage agency. We take the hard missions, but not the impossible ones.
Why are you no longer working with them? And do not give me that for the love of taco speech.
As you know, Senora Barrett, the BMF has disavowed me. My last mission was, how to put it? My last taco was a bit more than I could chew. You sure you have time for this? It's a long story.
Indulge me, please.
A year ago, the PMF was dealing with a mission of the utmost importance.
Let me guess. Keeping the identities of all our secret agents from falling into the wrong hands?
Oh, Senora. They had tickets for the World Series. Anyway, the agency head came to me with a mission he knew I could handle better than anyone. There was a mole in the PMF. The mission, which I chose to accept, was to find the mole and neutralize them.
Quite an interesting task, Mr. Vasquez. What happened next?
Something that will haunt me all my life. My best friend, Diego Traicionero, was the mole all along. Who could have guessed, right? I had just found him out, and I was giving the boss a status report during his daughter's quinceañera, but that bastardo sniped him from 3 blocks away. Right in front of me. The party was full of cops too, so I was taken in as a suspect. Diego used the chance to drop the mole charges on me, on top of the assassination. Everyone bought it, because only the boss had known about my assignment. I fled, but not before sweating revenge on that pendejo, Diego Traicionero.
When I become president, I shall appoint you head of the PMF and gift wrap that Diego Traicionero bastard for you.
Ay, Senora Barrett, you're gonna make old Taquito cry.
How did the organization begin?
We started at the bottom, rescuing stray cats stuck in trees.
I am on the edge of my seat. Please tell me more. It is so fascinating.
Escúcheme bien, Senora Barrett. Sometimes, even a cat stuck in a tree can be a matter of life or death. So don't judge a mission on its apparent simplicity.
Hard not to. What was your last successful mission?
One of my final assignments was to deal with one of the world's deadliest Soviet spies. His code name was Petrov. His main mission was to turn American agents into sleeper agents for the other side. It was one of the most difficult missions I ever went on. He outwitted us at every turn.
What happened then?
He fled the country with his daughter Natasha. But thanks to an American agent they call Coconut Tree, we tracked him down to his safe house in Paris. We cornered him and disposed of him like the Soviet dog he was.
I did not realize you and Maxwell knew each other.
No mames! You're telling me that pinche away from the tiki bar is the Coconut Tree?
You really did not know? I thought you worked together.
We've collaborated, but I've never actually met him. If I had, I'd already have his autograph. That man's a legend.
What a marvelous coincidence that you are both here. You should go over to the Kamehameha and drink to the success of that mission you mentioned.
Actually, we have a lot to discuss. That case is still technically open. See, we know Petrov had a collaborator, and they're the ones trying to carry out his mission now. Something smells rotten in the state of New Mexico, and it's not just my food truck.
Let us focus on the task at hand. Let's discuss the operation.
What about it?
I would like to go over the plan from the beginning.
I gotta infiltrate Mike's diner and collect enough evidence to put that filthy pendejo out of business. Whatever it takes.
And once you have all that information,
I'll make an anonymous call to the health inspector to shut the place down. Simple. A la parque efectivo.
leave the customers out of it. Nothing must happen to them.
Senora Barrett, I'm a professional.
Good. Make sure you don't engage with my offspring either.
El Diablo del Taco.
You look quite tired. Is there anything you need to discuss before we greenlight the operation?
It's nothing serious, Senora Barrett. I'm just having a little trouble sleeping.
How so?
Well, either I'm thinking too much about the target, or I'm still not used to the safe house. Oh, and I wanted to talk about the uniform and the truck.
Is the target giving you nightmares too?
Oh, no. That way doesn't scare me at all.
Then what is it? Are you having second thoughts?
I'm a professional. I'll get it done. It's just, well, maybe it's none of my business, but he really doesn't seem like such a bad guy.
You are right, Mr. Vasquez. It is none of your business. What is the issue with your uniform?
El uniforme está bien chido, Senora Barrett. Gracias. It's just a bit tight in certain areas.
Well, our choices were a bit limited. You're lucky that this gentleman wore the same size as you, and that his clothes survived the collision, even though he did not.
Ah, that explains the olor a muerto. Couldn't you have taken the uniform off the ice cream truck driver?
Well, I would have, but someone beat me to it.
Who would steal a uniform off a corpse? I mean, present company excluded.
I have a terrible feeling that I will find out very soon. Regardless, please do not forget to return that uniform when we have finished. If too many corpses turn up mysteriously naked, the mortician might start asking questions. What did you want to tell me about the truck?
Oh, it smells terrible. Like someone stacked up trash for years and let it rot in the heat of the sun.
Well, what did you expect a refurbished garbage truck to smell like? Lavender?
Un camión recolector? Ay, Dios mío.
Is there something about the safe house keeping you away?
Yeah, either the bright green glow or the screams of the ratas melting in the chemical waste.
If you do not like your safe house, you can always sleep in the truck.
Never mind. I'll learn to live amongst the waste. Who knows? It might give me some superpowers.
I believe cancer is a more likely outcome.
Cancer? Like, no mames, way.
I must say, I thought you fellows at the PMF were made of tougher stuff.
You're right, Senora Barrett. Ya no me voy a quejar nomás. I swear.
I hope that is Spanish for I will work quickly and without any complaints. Did Michael take the bait?
He sure did. Miguel already picked up about 10 of those maps and took them home.
He did? Do we already have some recordings?
Yes, but I'm not sure you want to hear these. It's mostly him talking while doing various chores. You know, in the kitchen, the bedroom, also in the shower.
I hate to ask, but what is happening in his kitchen?
I think you should hear for yourself.
Time to practice the forbidden recipes. The ones all walkers know not to cook in front of witnesses.
Perfect. Whatever disgusting concoction he is making will be enough proof to...
Perfectly perfectly cooked risotto ai funghi, followed by this tender beef stroganoff with a side of Caesar salad, and, last but not least, a delicious lemon drizzle cake.
That filthy slime ball actually knows how to cook?
And quite well, apparently.
That mother cooker! I know this is a disgusting question, but what is happening in his bedroom?
He has some strange dreams. Here, let me just...
Yes, I've been working out. Thanks for noticing, Eliza. Mexican food is a lie. Ha! Strawberry. Michael Walker, the new mayor of... Yes, Mr. President, I have your meatballs right here.
Turn it off, Mr. Vasquez. I have heard more than enough. What is happening in his... Oh, I do not even want to say it.
It looks like the shower is where Mike practices his, musical talents. You'd better hear this.
I am running for mayor. Eliza will tear her hair. I'm gonna beat her. Gonna defeat her. She's gonna scream and cry. And hopefully she'll die. New on my menu. Mayor a la fondue.
That son of a... Well, at least I know what he is up to. What else is on this recording?
About 3 hours of, well, this.
Never mind. Just tell me when you have something of use. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is our likelihood of success?
If God is willing, the winds favor us, and there are no black cats on the streets, 11.
Mr. Vasquez, overconfidence always leads to failure.
No dude de mí, Senora Barrett. Come on, ask me anything. Let me put your mind at ease.
What is your backup plan? Remember, if you get caught or killed, I will disavow any knowledge of your actions and condemn them immediately.
No se preocupe, Senora Barrett. I've done through that dune more than once. If they capture me, me bebo el cianuro, and problem solved.
Do you still have access to any espionage resources?
Senora Barrett, I might be an outcast from the Force, but I still have true friends there.
Wonderful. Call for backup. We could use all the help we can get.
Backup? Over a pinche diner? No mames. If word spreads that I can't take care of this on my own, I'll be a laughingstock among spies everywhere.
A sacrifice I am more than willing to make.
Ouch, Senora Barrett. You're hurting mi corazoncito.
My family has tried and failed to take that place down for generations. Do not underestimate that son of a rocky oyster. Would you consider a more hands-on approach?
I told you when you hired me, Tequiro Vasquez no es un asesino.
Shall we change the subject?
I'm all ears.
Let me see if your cover stands up to scrutiny. Good day, Taco Smith. I have never before eaten the foods of Mexico. What do you recommend?
Claro, senora. Tengo tacos, tamales, and churros, of course.
Tell me more about... the tacos.
I'm the Joe Louis of tacos, ma'am. I prepare them with the handmade taco shell tortilla, with cheese, cilantro, onion, aguacate, and my secret salsa. Buena suerte o vaya con Dios.
Is that very spicy?
Chipo jalapeño and habanero, plain and simple. Pica un chingo.
I will take that as a yes. Tell me more about the tamales.
Los tamales son lo mejor. Especially when dealing with rowdy children who are picky about their food.
Can you put broccoli in them?
You can put anything in them. Pollo, ternera, cerdo, verduras, you name it.
Intriguing. Perhaps my offspring would enjoy broccoli tamales for dinner. Tell me more about the churros.
Tasty churros. No one knows their origin, and no one really cares. They come in all sorts of flavors like...
Ah, yes. I used to eat them every weekend in London with my mother.
Let me stop you right there, Senora Barrett. What those pinche Brits did to the recipe should be considered culinary terrorism.
Come on now. It is quite normal to dip things in Marmites.
Cállese la boca, Senora Barrett. Wars have been declared for less.
Do you do croquetas?
Those are not Mexican, Senora Barrett. If you want fancy food, get yourself to Paris.
Excellent. You passed my little test.
Years of experience and rigorous training, Senora. Also, a lifetime full of my abuelita's cooking.
That will be enough. You seem to know your business fairly well. Never mind. I would like to pursue other topics of conversation.
You're the boss, Senora Barrett.
Do you know anything about the accident over at the motel?
Based on the debris and the specific way the plane's been damaged, well, it sounds improbable, but it looks like it went down because of a mid-air collision.
A mid-air collision? Lincoln is too good of a pilot to not have seen something coming towards him. Besides, if that's what happened, where's the other plane? By Fillmore's accidental presidency. Maybe that is what the military is hiding out in the desert. Did you notice the military base that suddenly appeared out in the desert?
I saw they were building something out there, yeah. After the convoy went through town, I snuck out to the desert to see what was going on.
Well, what are you waiting for? Spill the frijoles.
Oh, those frijoles are gonna cost you, Senora Barrett.
That is preposterous, Mr. Vasquez. I am not paying you for information you already have.
And my lips are sealed, sorry.
Let us continue this conversation another time.
I'll be here. Disculpe una pregunta nomás, Senora Barrett. If you already have the means to demolish that pinche diner, why bother with this whole operation?
Consider yourself a failsafe, or a plan B if you prefer.
Don't worry, Senora Barrett. That pendejo doesn't stand a chance.
Do not cut off the tusks before you have shot the walrus, Mr. Vasquez.
On today's menu, try our Carolina Reaper milkshake. Now includes a free line skip voucher at the hospital. If life gives you lemons, buy tacos. It's not exactly how the saying goes, but we need to sell them desperately. Introducing the all-new San Valentaco. Show your love right now, a few months early. Divorce taking too long? Speed it up. Get your significant other our signature Viuda Negra taco. Up for a healthy snack? We've got you covered. Try our new all that. I'm here to...
Who goes there? Oh, it's just the mayor.
Just the mayor? What is going on here, Deputy?
I've been assigned a task of utmost importance. I'm sorry, but I can't talk with you right now, ma'am.
What could there be behind a bush that is of utmost importance? You need to get your priorities straight, Deputy.
Just following the chief's orders, ma'am.
Mr. Huckleberry, ruining someone's night, I see.
Ruin? No way! My music's gonna lull them into the sweetest dreams they've ever had.
Or nightmares.
Are you here for a reason, or did you just drop by to needle me?
It is a bit late for your tuneless screeching. Please call it a night.
Why would I do that? I just got started.
The worse you play, the darker the sky gets. If you keep going, it might cause a thunderstorm, and this town has no flood protection.
It might be nice to feel a little desert rain on my skin.
That is not my point.
Hey, I know. Tell Betty to get out here. Between my playing and her dancing, I'm sure we'll conjure up the storm of the freaking century. It'll be awesome!
I need to stop giving people ideas. How do I put this subtly?
Ma'am, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Alrighty then. Mr. Huckleberry, are you aware that people are joining this space program because of you?
I don't think I follow.
Simply put, your infernal screeching is so horrible that some of our fellow citizens would rather strap themselves to a missile and be shot into the vastness of space just to get as far away from you and your music as humanly possible. Perhaps a tad harsh, but it did get him to stop playing. Now, if I could only find a way to make him leave as well. I have a request, Mr. Huckleberry, if you are up to the task.
Let me guess. Hail to the chief?
Actually, I was going to ask if you could play something to make people leave the park.
You want me to play badly?
Yes, just the usual.
Oh, not to be rude, but this isn't really the kind of gig I had in mind.
How are things with your baby girl?
She's not the same after that filthy pig put his grubby hands on her.
At least the two of you have been reunited.
I'm thinking of suing the sheriff's office over this.
No, they cannot afford a lawsuit.
Sorry, Miss Mayor, but I feel I deserve compensation for this.
Listen to me, you paltry excuse for a musician. If you so much as look up a lawyer's phone number, I will make sure your baby girl disappears forever. Get ready to play the tambourine, because you will never see your guitar again. I see your recent encounter with the sheriff has taught you well.
Yeah, I want to keep my distance from that guitar napper.
Goodbye, Mr. Huckleberry.
Go with the flow, Miss Mayor. Just a second, ma'am. Before you go, could I interest you in my songwriting skills? I could create a real catchy theme song for your campaign.
Interest is a strong word, but your music might just get me the youth vote. I suppose it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Let me jam you the jammiest jam that's ever been jammed. Pretty good, huh? Got a real political vibe. Well, when do I start?
After much more consideration than you deserve, I have decided that I want you as far away from me and my campaign as physically possible. Not yet. We have no other choice but to follow Mr. Riley's orders. For now.
It's too dark. I can't...
And where would I go with it? Corona? Ha! Not in a million years. My goodness, Maxwell. This is far better than I thought it would be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, huh?
Oh, Max. I'm just teasing. But really, the bar looks wonderful. You did an amazing job.
I sure did. And I did it all by myself. I don't have minions to do the heavy lifting, unlike some people.
We have been over this 100 times, Max. You cannot just borrow Joseph whenever you feel like it. Besides, I am quite sure you can lift more than he can.
True. Anyway, welcome to the Kamehameha Tiki Bar and Lounge, Eliza. The best and only Polynesian drinking establishment on this side of Oahu. You ready to say aloha to a good time?
This really brings back memories of the good old days.
It really does, doesn't it? So, what brings the mayor to my humble establishment? I'm guessing the grand opening isn't the real reason you came in.
Max, Jenkins has been kidnapped by a ruffian named Jack Riley.
All right! I was just thinking to myself how boring civilian life could be. I still have some C4 left over from my last mission. Let me just grab it and... What?
Perhaps you should try something a bit more subtle?
No way! I did subtle for way too long. And now I want to blow stuff up. If you want my help, we do it my way. Going once, going twice.
Fine, I will handle this myself. I am sure I do not even have to ask, but...
We've been through thick and thin together. I've always got your back. Besides, you're the best politician I know. You deserve to be mayor. And you have my support.
I knew I could count on you, Maxwell. Finally, someone that does not ask for something in return.
Now that you mention it, there is one thing.
No, do not dare to...
Just ribbing you. That said, maybe you could help me out. I need some live music for the bar, and I haven't had much luck. Maybe you could ask around?
Anything for a friend.
Great! The ad's over there on the pinboard.
Live music? Ugh, just what this place needs.
Actually, it's exactly what this place needs. Some live music should really cheer up the clientele.
What clientele?
Exactly. But first, I need your expertise. I had Frank Cooper draw up this contract for me since he has more business experience. I can't make heads or tails of this legal jargon, though. Can you look it over for me?
I suppose I could. I would not want you to be cheated, after all. Max, do you mind if I take this outside? I cannot abide that stench.
Go ahead. I'll wait.
This is quite an aggressive contract. What a mind Mr. Cooper has for paperwork. Upon signing this document, employee promises to clean employer's home and all personal effects. Hardly standard in a musician's contract. But it heartens me to think of those freeloaders being put to real work. By the Sons of Liberty! How dare you steal from me? Well, Max, the good news is that while morally bankrupt, the contract seems to be perfectly legal. The bad news...
Oh, come on! Don't tell me it was that damn eagle again!
Well, if there is nothing else you need...
Not so fast. Go ask Frank. Maybe he has another copy.
Must I?
No, you're welcome to track down that eagle and steal the contract back before she eats it.
Greetings, Max.
Welcome, my friend.
I need you to reach out to your contacts in Washington and ask for intel on the Desert Viper.
Oh, you mean Lorraine? Why, what's the problem?
I could swear you just implied that Lorraine is the Desert Viper.
Did you really not know that?
No, I most certainly did not.
Oh boy. I know you're mad, but just remember one thing. You can't argue your way out of a gunshot wound.
I would love to catch up with you if you have the time.
I've always got time for you, honey.
Queen Capiolani's dress. God, that brings me back.
That was the best caper we ever pulled off.
What a pair of troublemakers we were. Would you mind if I borrowed it for a while? I just want to try it on for old time's sake.
Yes, I mind. We agreed that whoever looked best in it could keep it, and I won fair and square.
I thought I looked great in it.
Yeah, well, amazing beats great, hun. It's staying with me.
Have you heard from Monique?
Well, not since you convinced her that I died.
In retrospect, perhaps I was a tad too enthusiastic about it. But you have to admit, it was a flawlessly executed plan.
Flawless? We had to hold a fake funeral.
But she left you alone, right? Therefore, it was a success.
Yeah, well, you forgot to tell my mom it was fake. She still hasn't forgiven you for that. Hell, she hasn't forgiven me either.
Can you tell me about your last mission again?
Berlin, 1945. We were laying low when the order came in. Captain Rogers had found our target's secret hideout in the city outskirts. By the time we got there, the hideout was heavily guarded on all sides. No easy way in, until Private Ryan got a brilliant idea. Borrow a tank and shoot ourselves right through a window. Worked like a charm, except for good old Ryan himself. He hit the wall, God rest his soul. The guards were on us in no time, but all it took was one good look at us to make them realize it was better for their health to pretend they hadn't seen a thing. We moved through the bunker unimpeded until there was only a door between us and evil incarnate. I kicked the door down, ready to show that bastard how we do things in America. And that's when everything went foobar. Somehow, that bastard had known we were coming and welcomed us with a deafening rain of fire and bullets. I managed to samba my way through it, but the rest of my team weren't so lucky. My men, dead before they crossed the threshold, and me with only a coconut left in my inventory. But I knew that all good people's hopes in this world were within that coconut. So I snuck behind him while he reloaded his guns and did what I do best. His last words were, "Was machst du mit dieser Kokosnuss?" Or that's how it could have gone. But it didn't, because he was dead when we got there. Yep, killed himself just like the official report says.
Are you excited to file your first list of tax-deductible business expenses?
Well, excited isn't the first word that pops in my head when talking about taxes. But that 50% cut you gave me the other day? You're a lifesaver!
What the hell are you talking about?
I called you at home the other day and asked about it. Don't you remember?
I have no memory of such conversation. What did I even tell you?
It was something like, "The divine Mayor Barrett grants you a 50% tax cut. Henceforth, you shall pay as little in tax as possible. So saith I, ruler of this land." And then you said, "I must dash. I am having tea with Lady Bloopington and her horse," and hung up.
That was my offspring, Max, not me.
God damn it, Betty! Wait, I still get that tax break, right?
Oh, all right. But only because it is you, and only for 1 year.
Aw, thanks, Eliza. Come here so I can give you a smooch.
Ugh, I can still change my mind, you know. Do you think this venture of yours is completely sound? A Hawaiian bar in the middle of the desert?
Hey, if that guy in the park can sell tacos off a truck and be successful in just a few weeks, so can I!
The man who operates that truck is an agent I have personally hired to help bring down Michael. He goes by the name of Taquito.
Taquito. Wait, you're not talking about Taquito Vasquez, are you?
The one and only.
My Laka, that guy's a freaking legend! I can't wait to tell my friend back at the agent.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yeah, secret. Crap.
We should return to this some other time.
Sure thing.
What does a lady have to do to get her hands on a fancy drink here?
She usually either has to give me money or a free drink flyer.
Luckily, I have a flyer right here.
Did you notice how incredibly detailed the design is on these? The colors, the typeface. I spent weeks just thinking about how wide I wanted the border to be. And here, look at the background color. Know why I chose that?
Max, I am sure you worked hard, but this is just an advertisement. Most of these will end up in a trash can.
Well, yours didn't.
Anyway, where is my free drink?
One round KO, coming right up.
There are a lot of new faces in town lately. What do you think of our new community members?
Which new people specifically?
What is your opinion on Misters Cooper and DeLuca?
I've heard the name Marco DeLuca before. There are a lot of rumors about what he did in Chicago. He's got a mean right hook and a business partner he'd die for. Guy named Angelo Martinelli.
Martinelli, is it? I was worried about the 200 pounds of pure muscle loitering in front of Michael's.
I'm not worried about that at all.
Focus, Max. While I appreciate the fact that while he is there, Michael's business will be curtailed, I cannot help but feel this man is up to no good.
Hey, if you want to tell him to go somewhere else, tell him that muscular men on motorcycles are always welcome at the Kamehameha.
I actually wanted to ask about Ms. Hart.
Look, Eliza, you know I'm on your side, right?
What sort of question is that? Of course I do.
You do not want to be asking questions about Layla Hart. Trust me.
What is your opinion on the new school principal?
She's got big shoes to fill and no idea what's coming in September. And I know you didn't disclose the whole flammable pencil prank story.
It would be legally inadvisable for me to do so. I mean, what flammable pencil prank? You know what? I am certain I can deal with these things by myself.
Well, I'm here for you. I got your back, no matter what.
I shall leave you to your bartending, Max.
I'll leave you to your mayoring, Eliza.
I will be honest. I would sooner have this picture on my desk than one of my offspring. That still does not mean I will take it from Max. Can you make sounds? Preferably by using an instrument? Then we'd love to work with you. Successful hires will be compensated with free food and drink. Note: free food and drink must be paid at the end of your shift. I will be honest, memories should stay where they belong. On the board. Memories should stay where they belong. On the board. Out of shape. Feeling lonely. Experience the Island Beat at Max's Hula class. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. ¿Cómo estás, mi peñita en almíbar? I miss your smile every day. I miss other things too. I will never forget the night you showed me your hula. When you come back, we will find the end of the Hawaiian rainbow together. Todo mi amor. Tu amigo, Rodrigo Esperanza. By Roosevelt's fireside chats. I should never have let him do this. I cannot stop him now. Good or bad, I must allow him to continue. Thank goodness there are not many people here. By Roosevelt's fireside chats. I should never have let him do this.
Testing.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I have no need for masks, and neither do you. Max said this drink was smooth, sweet, and easygoing, with a touch of exotic mystery. Now that I say it out loud, I think he was just describing himself. Ever wished you could have slush and cider mixed together? Instead of always pouring cider into your slush? Well, this drink may be for you. Best served cold, ready to mingle. A liquor so expensive, you will be broke before it even touches your lips.
Can you please just start?
Hi, can everyone hear me?
One disguise down, 2 to go. That ridiculous costume shop might actually be of use to me today. If I brought this home, I think my offspring would not be the only one who starts asking questions.
Wait, I know that voice. Buckingham? Is that you? Oh, man! Long time no see, huh?
I only speak in front of small crowds when I have no other choice. I would not even touch these with Joseph's severed hand.
I can't believe she just took it. That does it, Eliza. From this day on, no more tiny umbrellas in your cocktails. Yeah, that'll teach her.
I keep a spare one on me at all times.
Damn you, Eliza, and your bottomless pockets! You better return it without a scratch.
Ridiculous. A cardboard volcano cannot be following your movements. Stop being paranoid, Eliza. Not yet. I have no time to waste on either.
Wait, I know that voice.
Can you make sounds, preferably by using an instrument? Then we'd love to work with you. Successful hires will be compensated with free food and drink. Note, free food and drink must be paid at the end of your shift. Can you make sound? Note. ¿Cómo está? I will when you todo. Can you make sounds? Note. Can you make Note. Memory should stay.
Wait.
Aloha, Eliza.
Mahalo, Maxwell. I would love to catch up with you if you have the time.
I've always got time for you, honey.
Are you still stringing Esperanza along?
You know, I'd actually like to see him again. I should drop by next time I go back.
Why don't you come with me?
You know I want to, but I have too many responsibilities. The campaign, whatever's up Amos's behind about these rodents. Besides, I cannot possibly leave my offspring alone at such a crucial time.
Betty'll be fine. She'll probably just watch TV and...
Run like the wind, Perdigon!
Maybe after your campaign, then.
We should return to this some other time.
Sure thing.
I shall see you another time, Max.
You're always welcome here, my friend.
I have socialized enough for one day. There are no maps left. That is the Lorraine, are you there? Lorraine, open up. We need to talk. Lorraine?
What on earth, Eliza? Can't this wait until tomorrow?
No, it cannot wait. I must speak with you now.
Oh, all right. What is it then?
Does the name Desert Viper ring a bell?
Desert Viper? What is that? The new dish at Mike's?
God damn it, Lorraine. Stop pretending. You are the Desert Viper.
Eliza,
Do you lack a conscience, Lorraine? Or are you completely unaware of the consequences of your actions?
I know. My guns kill thousands of innocent people.
What? No! I mean, yes, obviously they do, but that is not what I meant. Do you know what the taxes on firearms and ammunition are? I think you owe me, Lorraine.
Hey, let's not do anything hasty, dear. Come on, please, let's talk about this.
Let me explain what will happen to you now. You get to keep your business on a few conditions.
Do I have a choice?
Certainly you can choose not to accept. Of course, the choice accompanies a phone call to the...
Fine, I accept. Tell me what I have to do.
First, you solemnly swear not to ever involve Betty in this trash. Do not sell her anything.
Come on, I'm not stupid.
Second, I want to know where these weapons are coming from.
Well, if you must know, all my special produce comes from one place. The Kirtland Farm.
You mean to tell me that the Army is your supplier, straight out of Albuquerque? Preposterous! Hartman would never let something like this happen.
Oh, please, Eliza. That knucklehead ex-husband of yours hasn't realized he has a daughter. You think he's paying close attention to the munitions inventory? You crack me up, Eliza.
Damn it, John. Do not tell me anything else. The less I know about this, the safer I am. Oh, and one more thing. Would you happen to have an M1 Garand in stock?
What? Why would you need a weapon like that?
If you have one, I suggest you hand it over, right now.
No, you don't understand. This is a special order.
Oh, not to worry, Lorraine. I am sure your client will understand.
Oh.
Why do they call you the Desert Viper?
I know it's a bit corny, but my dad always called me affectionate things like that.
You think Desert Viper is a term of affection?
As opposed to what? Offspring?
Fair point. I am surprised Amos has not sniffed this out yet.
Ha! Amos couldn't find himself in a mirror.
Do not underestimate him, Lorraine. He may be distracted by a questionable case right now, but he will certainly catch up to you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've been next to the police station all year, and he never suspected a thing.
Well, you cannot say I did not try to warn you. Lorraine, this is a highly dangerous game you are playing.
Maybe, but it's one I've played all my life, and I know what I'm doing.
But surely the consequences must keep you up at night.
Yes, they do keep me awake all night. Counting money!
Pleasure doing business with you, Lorraine. Oh, just one more thing before I go. I will just state it plainly. You and Tucker are voting for me.
Okay.
Oh, and I also require the votes of your children and grandchildren to really ensure my silence.
But I don't have any children.
Well, then you'd better start working on that right away.
Lorraine's Low Caliber Fruits, how can I help you?
It's Cooper. You got my stuff?
Oh, yes. I have your shipment right here.
Bene.
But there's a little problem.
Nostro bene. What problem?
I don't have the Garand.
Stupid vecchia strega! Do you know what I will do to you if you don't deliver?
Look, it was all cleaned up and ready to go, and then...
Don't tell me it was those chinchillas again.
No, it wasn't the rodents this time. It was the mayor.
La Syndica? You gave my Garand to the mayor?
I didn't have a choice! She was gonna shut me down!
Porca miseria! Did she mention why she wants the Garand?
She didn't say. She must be planning a safari trip, thanks to the taxpayers, of course.
Yes, of course. That must be what she's doing. My associate will drop by to collect the merchandise. Pronto. And then someday, you and I must have a little talk about supply and demand. Let me give you a preview. You need to supply exactly what I demand. Capisce?
It won't happen again, dear. I promise.
Good evening, Viper.
Damn, completely out of reach.
Hey, Mom, can you raise my allowance? I gotta buy a ton of broccoli. Wait, what the heck are you doing?
Not now, Offspring. I must recover something from that damned eagle's clutches.
Why don't you try using the church organ?
What? Why? The organ can barely be heard even inside the church. I saw to that.
Well, remember that time we had an infestation of crows?
How could I ever forget the most absurd idea you ever had?
The aerial tow service would have definitely worked. We just needed more crows.
Yes, well, limitations of physics aside, I do remember the incident. What is your point?
Well, we had to get rid of them, so we came up with an idea to scare them away. Linda amplified the organ so it would be 700 times louder.
Did it work?
I mean, yeah, it scared the crap out of them. Like, all the crap. It took us 3 weeks to clean it all up.
Could Miss Valentine repeat the experiment?
She said she wouldn't, but I bet if we lightened up the tow truck and found bigger birds...
Not your ridiculous invention. Could she modify the organ to scare off the eagle?
Why don't you talk to Bucky? Considering he dismantled it and kept the parts.
Is that wine?
Hey, relax! It's the Holy Commerce or something.
It's called taking the sacrament, you buffoon. Oh, are you even really a priest?
I'm more of a priest than you are, sugar. If you'll excuse me, I'm taking the sacrament.
Ms. Peanut, are you here to ask for divine guidance for handling my offspring?
Well, the church does have centuries of experience fighting demons and monsters, but I mostly just wanted to hear the father's personal experience with the beast.
Well, that is not our usual man.
He looks awfully familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Well, never mind.
How is the town treating you so far?
Oh, I'm loving it here, actually. It's a very beautiful town, and the people are all so unique.
I do hope no one is giving you trouble.
Just Augustine. She keeps sending me hilarious notes explaining the fastest routes out of town. It was funny at first, but it's gotten a bit old already.
I hope you took my advice and stayed as far away from Michael's as possible.
Oh, definitely. You have nothing to worry about.
How many of his dishes did you try, Miss Peanuts?
All of them.
That will be all for now, Miss Peanut.
Have a good night, Ms. Mayor. One more thing, Mayor Barrett. I'm starting to think I need a bit more preparation before I handle the beast. If I'm to have a fair go, I need to know where my predecessors went wrong.
The more information you have, the better your chances of helping her, I suppose. What do you need to know?
Well, I'm fairly familiar with the beast and her body of work, but there are some rumors I'd love to know more about. The Lion Tamer, for example, or the exorcism. Oh, what about the rumor that she accidentally became a war hero? And how about the foreign university scandal? Is that story true?
One of your predecessors believed my offspring was possessed by the devil himself and insisted on an exorcism. I know it sounds crazy, but, well, actually, he did drive something out of her. Not the devil, of course, but a lesser demon.
Bloody oath. You're not joking, are you?
No, I am not. The most unfortunate part is that when the demon was released, he wouldn't stop thanking us and kissing our feet. Apparently, far from being the cause of Betty's behavior, he was horrified by it.
That's quite the tale, Ms. Mayor.
Well, the Vatican was not as entertained, let me tell you. Poor Jenkins was vilified as a demon savior and nearly excommunicated.
Well, the press certainly didn't go into enough detail about what happened. Tell me another story. You've got one, don't you?
Unfortunately, yes, I do. That lion tamer, well, that was a joke. You should have seen him. A hirsute man in suspenders and tights, cracking his whip everywhere.
Ha, what a dag. And what kind of amateur needs a whip to tame a lion? Well, anyway, what happened to your hairy bloke in tights?
Well, he tried to tame Betty, and it did not go well for him. Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
Yeah, of course.
But have you ever seen a grown man cry while leaping through flaming hoops and purring?
No, I haven't, but that sounds bloody brilliant.
I must confess that it was hard to be angry with her for that. Watching her crack the whip and force him to do tricks was priceless.
That's one hell of a story. Got another?
You know I do. Next, I think you should hear this one. The war hero thing, well, that was surprising for everyone involved. You see, 1944 was a tough year for all of us here. That was the year I agreed to sign a stop work order for the U.S. mail for local routes. The carriers were incensed, especially as they were immediately drafted and given overseas assignments.
But how are a bunch of posties a threat? What could they even do?
Nothing on their own, but my offspring's teacher came up with a plot to get rid of her and enlisted every postal worker we had let go to help him. They lured her into a giant box with a Twonky and a ball of shiny foil, then sealed it, wrapped it in chains, and sent her to Normandy.
Bloody hell, that's a bit much. Was she hurt?
Hurt? No, she was returned safe and sound, with a letter thanking us for volunteering her for service. Apparently, she put the Allies' munitions to surprisingly effective use.
That sounds like something that would build her character, though.
I think more than anything, she demoralized the Germans. If I did not know better, I would say Hitler shot himself out of fear that she would get him next. What? No comment this time?
Sorry, I was just... Well, I know impressed is probably the wrong word, but... Yeah, I was rather impressed by that one. Took me a moment to process everything. Can I hear another story?
Oh, that university thing was doomed from the word go. You see, one teacher tried to reform my offspring instead of punishing her. She created a fake school in Brazil, the totally genuine University of Pernambuco. My offspring would have been the sole student, allowing her to receive special attention. As you might expect, she failed the entrance exam.
But I heard all she had to do was sign her own name and she would have passed. How could she have possibly screwed that up?
Well, she assumed it was a trick question, so she wrote Benzin instead.
That's extraordinary. For so many reasons.
The worst part was breaking the news to Benjamin that it had all been a misunderstanding. He had already packed his bags and bought his ticket. Oh, he was crushed, cried for weeks.
Crikey.
Anyway, whatever you might have heard about my offspring, Ms. Peanut, the truth is far worse. That will be all for now, Ms. Peanut.
Talk to you later.
What now?
That will be all for now.
Before you go, a warning. If I see you talking with the fuzz again, you and I are gonna have a problem. Got it?
As mayor, you might assume I have certain abilities. But sticking my hand through solid matter is not one of them.
Marco, I need you to stop by the spot tonight to receive our regalino.
Earlier than we expected.
Yes, but I still want you to be careful. We have never worked with this Tucker fellow before.
It'll be fine, boss. It's just a routine pickup.
Just keep an eye out, would you? Both for the shipment and for trouble.
Trouble, huh? Like the Syndica over there?
Hello, Syndica. What brings you to my humble abode?
Greetings, Mr. Cooper. I must say, your definition of humble clearly differs from mine.
Oh, this? It's nothing special. Just a little reminder of the old country. But I am sure you did not come here to discuss architecture, did you?
On behalf of my dear friend Maxwell, I must ask you for something.
The bartender. What does he need now?
He requires an additional copy of the contract you drafted for him. The original has been misplaced.
Sorry, Syndica, but 3 copies are more than enough.
I believe that is all I needed to discuss.
Buona notte, Syndica. Now come here and say goodnight to me.
But boss,
What, not even a little smooch?
what if someone's looking?
We're alone, boo-boo, I promise.
All right.
I believe this is what you were looking for, Mr. Harrelson.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I've been waiting to get my hands on one of these for a long time. Okay, lady. You held up your end of the deal, so I'll hold up mine. What's the plan?
Meet us by the church at midnight. You will receive further instructions then.
Works for me. That bank won't know what hit it.
Before I go, I want to make sure you do your part.
Of course I will. What do you take me for, lady?
An unreliable goon for hire who will disappear at the first sign of trouble.
Well, I'll cop to everything except unreliable. Anyway, I'm here until the morning at least.
Good. Then I shall see you when everything is ready.
General Hartman. Well, this is certainly an unpleasant surprise.
Hello, Dr. Dixon. The military is once more in need of your considerable expertise.
That's odd, because last I heard, my cooperation with the military was a one-time deal.
The deal has been altered, Doctor. Pray it doesn't become altered any further. Now come with me.
And what if I don't?
My orders are to bring you back on board using any method necessary. Keep that in mind.
I know my rights and I'm not going with you. We've done enough damage already.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice, Doctor. This order comes from the President himself.
Well, I'm sorry you still have to listen to that loudmouth, but I do not. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Again, Dr. Dixon, I'm authorized to be as persuasive as I need to be. For example, I could say that if you don't cooperate, everyone in town will find out just why you left your previous career.
You can't do this to me. This was supposed to be my fresh start.
Oh, I can do that and far worse. Believe me. Now, are you coming?
Okay, fine. I'll go with you.
This way, Doctor.
And where would I go with it? Ha! Joseph, let us redirect this energy elsewhere. Come with me. This had better work, Joseph.
It'll work. Quit belly aching. You're making me lose focus.
Do not sass me, Joseph. I am already annoyed that I have wasted my evening on this escapade.
You feel like your time's being wasted? Anyway, now what? Hey, what'd you know? It actually worked. All right, if there's nothing else, I can still get 6 minutes of sleep.
Do not start slacking off just yet, Joseph. You must dismantle this monstrosity immediately. I do not want my offspring getting any ideas. Now, where did that thing fly off to? She has made it quite clear that she is too busy to talk. Damn it. Completely out of reach again. And the organ cannot be heard from up here. Clever girl. Sam has a better understanding of local wildlife than I do. Maybe he can give me some advice. Damn it. Completely out of reach again. And Sam has... More people. Sam, you usually get along with animals, do you not?
Yeah, I guess so. Why?
An eagle in the area has been giving me the most extraordinary trouble. What should I do about it?
You're in luck, because I actually do have something to help you.
What is this?
Oh, it's a traditional friendship dance. just perform it in front of the eagle, and it'll know you come in peace.
What? No, there must be another way.
Nope, sorry.
Are you absolutely sure?
100% positive.
Well, all right, Sam. Thank you. I suppose I shall try the dance. Let me see. I have to do what?
Eliza, don't overthink it. Just do it already.
At least no one can see how ridiculous I look. Here I go.
Faster. More intensity. Show that bird what you can do. More energy, Eliza. Dance until the eagle wants to be your friend. Holy shipping ship. What did you do?
I just followed the instructions on that paper you gave me.
But how? I made it all up.
Who the hell's out there cooking lightning fried eagle? You got a death wish, buddy?
Had enough, have you? That will teach you not to steal from Eliza Barrett. Do you just love pestering busy people? Is that why you insist on following me around all the time? She has made it quite clear that she is too busy to talk.
Whatever happened, it was big.
Mr. Vasquez.
Senora Barrett.
I need you to return to the safe house immediately.
No mames. What happened now? Did we get busted?
No, nothing like that. I just need you to go there because of reasons.
Is this a test, Senora Barrett? You were very specific about me not leaving my post.
Mr. Vasquez, your dedication is admirable, but you must go back to the safe house now.
If you want me to deviate from the plan that much, you need to tell me what's going on. Something's fishy about this. I don't think you're a woman who changes her mind on a whim.
The coming of the legendary Taco Smith has been foretold for centuries. It was written in the stars that a man with a dark and tragic past will serve a mighty queen. According to the story, if the man does everything the queen orders, he shall reap great rewards. However, if he...
Senora, with all due respect, I'm a grown man. I don't believe in fairy tales.
If he does not fulfill every single one of the queen's commands, he will not receive his end-of-contract bonus.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with the boss. I just need to clean up and shut down these pinche fogones.
Of course. We would not want another explosion to blow our cover. Literally.
Don't worry, Senora Barrett. I'll be gone in a few minutes. For a limited time only. No ex...
Deputy McCord, a word, please.
Shh, not now, Miss Mayor.
Whatever you are doing can wait.
I'm on an important mission from the chief himself. Please, I can't concentrate if you keep interrupting me.
Deputy, I must insist.
And I must insist on the opposite, ma'am. Those chipmunks could be anywhere.
Not the be-damned chipmunks again. I need to have a serious talk with Amos.
Shh! You'll scare them off. At least this'll get me the money I deserve.
What money? You are an intern. You do not get paid.
Oh, I'll get paid all right. I'll get a big reward when I stop those chipmunks from robbing the bank.
That has to be the silliest thing I have heard in my life. What gives you this ludicrous notion?
Well, I am just an intern, but based on the size, shape, and depth of these droppings I'm standing in, I'd say a whole lot of chipmunks have been here lately. And I'm only seeing them around the bank, nowhere else. So they must be targeting the bank for something. I've thought of two possible motives. One, they're planning to buy and sell huge amounts of narcotics and need money from the bank to fund it. Or two, they worship the bank as some kind of deity.
Or perhaps there are chipmunks in the park because that is their natural habitat?
No, they're up to something. I can feel it.
Great. How do I get rid of this one? Come on, you precious critters. Sing for Amos. Adorable. Perhaps Amos could prove useful on this occasion. Mr. Huckleberry. I think it is fairly obvious that you need a way to put food on the table.
No, it's okay. I have enough. Okay, I'm listening.
I know someone who is desperately looking to hire a man of your talents.
Wait, this isn't some kind of trick, is it?
No tricks. Just drop by Max's Tiki Bar and tell him I sent you. What do you think, Mr. Huckleberry?
I can't believe it! Thank you, Mayor Barrett. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I finally booked my first gig.
Happy to have been of service.
Come on out, little guy.
This clause about bonuses looks a little shady to me.
Shady? That's a great bonus. You can earn 5,000 bucks in a single night.
Yeah, but only if we have 300 people in here from 7 p.m. until midnight.
And here I thought you were confident in your abilities.
Even if we had 300 people in this town, you don't open until 8.
That kind of negative thinking won't get you anywhere in the entertainment business, kid.
Where are you hiding, you little furballs?
Imagine the irony of using Amos's chipmunk obsession to lure him into a trap right here in his own police station. I must say, I do not think Amos will fall for this. There we are. Now, let me just get out of the way.
What's this letter? Dear Amos Coltrane, you have been identified as the last living Romanov. Enclosed, please find a check for the sum total of your family's assets worth over... Wait a second. This letter smells like... nuts! They're here! They're actually here! All right, you fuzzy little evildoers, prepare to feel the full force of the law! Where are you, you little bastards? I'll find you! Aha! You won't escape this time! If you come out now, I'll personally ask Judge Roberts to go easy on you. A cute little orange jumpsuit is better than a tiny electric chair. Oh no, that's Sam. Mecha Chipmunk! I thought it was only a legend, but it's here somewhere.
Great Van Buren's ghost. Maybe I should stop this embarrassing scene.
God damn it, this is Eliza's fault! I told her a few mousetraps wouldn't be enough to stop a menace like this!
If that is how he feels, then perhaps I should enjoy the show for a bit longer.
Chipmunks? You there? Maybe Eliza's right. Maybe this is all in my head and I'm finally losing it. I'm just an embarrassment to the force, a crazy old fool who's no good to anyone.
Amos, what on earth are you doing? Why are you locked in a cell?
Locked in a... Oh, God damn it! Please, Eliza, go get my keys from the office! And warn McCord. He has no backup in the park and they might be heading his way!
Wait here. Not that you have a choice. Oh no! Look what you have done, you reckless delinquents! And that makes 3. One fewer problem to worry about.
On today's menu, try our Carolina Reaper milkshake. Now includes a free line skip voucher at the hospital.
Deputy, I need your assistance. It is an emergency.
An emergency? What seems to be the problem, ma'am?
Sheriff Coltrane has gotten himself locked in one of the holding cells. You must get him free at once.
But I'm under strict orders from the sheriff himself not to leave my post.
And do you think the sheriff had this exact scenario in mind when he gave you that order? Not to mention, I outrank him. Do you think he would be happy if you ignore me and leave him locked up in the middle of a workday?
Oh boy, this is a tough one. I guess it's okay, seeing as you're the mayor and all. But I gotta debrief you first. The sheriff has a long list of stuff to look out for.
Must you?
Yes, ma'am. It'll take just a minute. Now, in the event of an emergency, there are several procedures. By removing the head or destroying the brain. Okay, I think that's everything you might need to know, Miss Mayor. I'll be off now. Sheriff Coltrane! It's all right, sir. I've got you now.
McCord? Damn it, kid. I told you not to leave your post.
It's okay, sir. The mayor told me to do it.
You got a lot to learn about people in this town, kid. Anyway, thanks for coming.
What happened, sir?
Those nut-smuggling chipmunks set me up!
There, sir. It's all right. They may have won this battle, but the war's not over yet.
Yeah, you're right. We can still win this thing. Did you hear that?
Indeed I did, Chief.
Help me look. There must still be one around here somewhere. No way! Those little bastards outsmarted me again!
Don't worry, I still have the keys. One sec.
Well?
Sir, I don't know how, but they must have taken them.
It's not over, you bastards! Do you hear me? It's not over!
Sir, it's been a really long day. Why don't we call it?
You're right. Let's get some sleep.
Dibs on the top bunk!
Miss Mayor, back so soon.
As if I have a choice. I should be going.
Hurry, Mayor. Clock's ticking.
Hey, you're that mayor fella. Oh, change your mind and come running to find me, did you?
I am most certainly not here to talk to you.
What? You sure?
Quite sure, yes. I came to talk with people who actually matter to me, like Max here.
Well, guess I'll have another drink to drown the pain. Hey, bartender. One more.
Not happening. You're cut off for the night. Go get some sleep, buddy.
All you bartenders are the same. Just let a man drink until he can't feel his feelings anymore. Damn it!
By the way, what are you still doing here?
Hey, last time I checked, this is a free country, isn't it? Anyway, what's it to you?
You have lingered here like a bad smell since the bar opened. In that time, you have not sold one single toilet brush, or whatever it is you peddle.
Well, if you must know, I can't go home just yet. So I'm not.
Let me guess. Marital problems?
Sort of. See, my wife's had a head injury, and I gotta make some money to pay for her treatment.
This is certainly a pathetic attempt at garnering sympathy.
Sympathy? No, I just was...
Disgusting, using your wife's illness to try and win me over. You should store your worthless merchandise where the sun does not shine.
I wasn't trying to...
Let me stop you right there, Mr. Hardy, because you have clearly mistaken me for someone else. Someone who cares.
Wow. Who needs air conditioning when they have you?
You know, when I hired my employee Joseph, he gave me a reference from a Laszlo Hardy.
You're the mayor Bucky works for?
Yes, of course. How many mayors do you think this town has?
And Bucky works for you? How's his hand?
Oh, it grew back.
Really?
Of course not, you simpleton. You must have sold something during your time here.
Bartender, give me whatever's strongest.
Not gonna happen. Go sleep it off, guy.
That bad?
Yeah, that bad. You know what I think? I think you put a curse on me, you witch. Ever since I met you, all my sales are like poof, gone. I just want to make your town safer, and this is how you repay me.
I must say, that is a beautiful automobile you have out there. I do wonder how such a clearly unsuccessful salesman could afford such a vehicle.
Hey, what are you talking about? Just because I didn't sell anything in this town yet doesn't mean I can't afford it. Okay, fine. It's a rental. But that's okay, because my insurance business is about to take off. Now, I just landed a huge contract with the owner of the motel. Full coverage with all the extras. Like a plane's ever gonna crash on his motel. Oh, dumbass.
Ooh, about that. You might want to get his claim paperwork started ahead of time.
No!
Fancy a drink, Mr. Hardy?
Fancy? Wait, is that for me?
It is all yours, provided you answer my questions.
Wow, you know what? I was wrong about you. You're the best mayor ever! Whoa, well, that's really strong. Ooh, it feels like my tongue is all loose and melty.
What flaws do you see in our current security system?
What flaws? What flaws? There's so much wrong with the Templeton Unsafe 5000. Okay, let me think. What's good about it? Nothing. There is nothing good about a temple thing, was it? Yeah, maybe you thought you were getting a deal, but you didn't get a deal because it's bad.
Try to focus. What is the Templeton's fatal flaw?
Oh man, it's so stupid. So stupid. All you gotta do is you gotta right. You just gotta put a little piece of paper between the hammer and the bell. Boom! It's gonna be quiet. So quiet.
Good to know. Thanks for your assistance, Mr. Hardy.
You ever gonna buy from me?
No.
I hate this stupid town. And I hate you too. I hate you so much. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. You're such a good friend. Hey, let me make it up to you. Here.
I certainly cannot see how a business card will...
Call me.
Wait, I have to work Monday to Sunday?
That's right.
But the bar is closed on Mondays and Sundays!
Oh, that reminds me. Since we're closed on those days, you won't get your free meal. Hope you understand.
I have no time to waste on idle chatter. Mr. Huckleberry?
Not now, Miss Mayor. I'm in the middle of something.
Where were we?
Not to be rude, Mr. Powell, but are you sure all this is legal?
What did I tell you? Call me Max.
Well, Max, about my contract.
Oh, don't ask me anything too complicated. I asked the new barber to draft it for me. He's got a lot of experience with this stuff.
The barber? You mean Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, he told me it was a really good contract. I think his exact words were, an offer he won't dare to refuse.
Yikes. Bathroom breaks are limited to once per night for a maximum duration of 5 minutes. Should the employee require longer than 5 minutes, he must resume playing from the toilet?
You can never be too careful, kid. Customers get cranky without their music.
So every time I use the bathroom, I have to bring all my equipment in with me?
No, I'm afraid you'll need better and more powerful speakers to be heard from in there. That's an expense you'll have to cover, by the way.
Forgot your wallet? Cannot pay for your drinks? We have you covered. Have an ultimate face punch on the house.
Wait.
No need to take them. My custom Tool Lake Wallaby curtains are much better than these.
I dread what you'll do to the White House when you finally move in.
I only speak in front of...
Besides, I like to think of my staff as just one big happy family. Well, more like very good friends.
But you're the only other employee! And you're the owner!
And you don't want to be my friend? You break my heart, Hank. You break my heart.
I need to down a shot of your fanciest whiskey after every song?
It's a promotion. If the customers see you drinking it, they'll want to drink it too.
But why do I have to pay for them?
Jeez, kid. This is top-shelf booze. You think money grows on trees?
I don't know, Max. You seem like a nice guy, but I'm not sure this job is right for me.
What are you talking about? I'm paying you a superstar salary here.
Most superstars don't have to pay an air consumption fee, or a musical instrument touching permit, or a fine for drinking on the job when you're the one making me do it every night.
Okay, but after you pay all the associated fees, fines, taxes, and gratuities, you still take home $5 whole a week.
You know what? It's not the worst offer I've ever had. The musician will compensate any unsatisfied customers. What the hell?
No offense, man, but I know my food and drink always satisfy my customers. Therefore, anyone leaving here unhappy could only be doing so because of your music. You gotta admit, this is only fair.
What about this line? Should the employee sign a recording contract during their employment period, they must give 25% of their first royalty check to the handsome owner of this establishment.
Wait, what? That can't be right.
Oh, thank God.
They told me I'd be getting 75%.
But that's insane!
Oh, come on. 25% is a lot when you think about it.
It would be. Except it also says I have to give the last 25% to something called Rhino Co.
Seems like a pretty small price to pay for a successful music career.
Employee is responsible for all maintenance and must stay late every night to deep clean? You gotta be kidding me!
Be realistic for a second here, Hank. If the place is filthy, no one's gonna want to listen to you play, are they?
Of course not, but I don't see why I'm the only one responsible for cleaning.
Well, I'm the owner, bartender, chef, accountant, and interior decorator. So obviously, I couldn't do it. You're lucky to have so few duties.
Hey, Maxwell, can I get another drink?
Of course you can't.
Okay, cool. How about now?
You doing all right there, Hardy?
Of course I'm alright. If you give me another drink, I'll be even better.
I think you've had a few too many.
Whoa! Who is that vision of loveliness over there?
That's just a mannequin.
Do you think she likes me? Or can you get her to look over here?
No, I can't, because she's a mannequin. Did you go past drunk straight to brain damaged? It's getting late and you've had enough. Time to go home, buddy.
Okay. But can I just get one more teeny tiny, eeny weeny oil shrink? Hey, Maxwell! Can I be a bartender?
Now that you mention it, I could use a break. There's this customer that's been annoying me all night.
Oh, what a jerk. I'm gonna take care of that guy. I'm gonna serve drinks, I'm gonna kick that guy's ass, and I'm do the bar stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's great. The only thing is, I need you to prove you're up to it.
Yeah, you can trust me. I'm very trustworthy. What I gotta do?
Okay, man, listen carefully. Your job depends on this. I need you to walk in a straight line for a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do. Hey, wait a minute, you handsome bastard. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, come on, Max. Just let me drink. It's my birthday.
I checked your ID, man. Your birthday's in January.
Max, buddy, you got it all wrong. Well, that's not my birthday. This is just the day I was born. "99 bottles of beer in the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You think one night you pass it around? How many is that? I lost count. Oh, well, I better start over."
No.
Hey man, I'm really sorry about the toilet.
It's okay, pal. Don't worry about it right now. I'll just add it to your tab.
Oh, you're the best, Max. Uh-oh. I'm a barf. Oh, never mind. All good. Impeach the mean lady. She made me cry.
My intent is to turn it off, not set it off. My intent is to turn... I cannot believe... To think anyone with a piece of cardboard could have robbed us all blind. That should be all. Let us return to that scoundrel and be finished with this mess.
Welcome back to the house of the Lord. So, are we ready?
Yes, I took care of everything.
Great. Where's Harrelson?
He should arrive any minute now.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Okay, stick to the plan. We go in quietly, grab the cash, and get out. Questions?
Do you think I became mayor by running around half-cocked? Let us get this over with.
Sorry, what?
Do I really have to repeat myself?
Nah, I got this.
Richard Harrelson!
Booyah! The last one's a rotten egg. Damn it! The strongbox is closed!
Why do you think we brought you here, genius?
Oh yeah, I've got the master key right here.
Grab everything you can. Don't let them keep one red cent.
We're gonna be rich! Filthy rich!
No time to waste. We need to get out of here now.
Who's that bartender think he is? Not letting me drive. He tried to take my keys, but I'm too smart for him. He'll never find them. Wait a second. Well, look who it is. No, you son of a bitch! You're the reason I can't make no money in this stupid town! This is for my business! Take this, you bunch of scrap! And this one's for the mayor being so mean to me! God.
Hands up! Stay right where you are, or I'll open fire!
Oh, man. This isn't fair. I'm calling the cops, and my lawyer, and the president, and the cops again, and my mom. And she's gonna be mad at you.
Sure you are. You can do all that in the morning.
Okay. Maybe I'll just a little sleep now. Just a little bit. Like 1 hour.
I knew I shouldn't have taken the day off. Well, happy friggin' birthday, Amos. At least now I have a good excuse to call Jack.
Hartman speaking.
Sir, Colonel Porter has regained consciousness.
Good work, Private. Bring him in immediately.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, what should we do with the other airfield personnel?
Confine them until further notice.
Will do, General. Sir.
Wait, Private. Why haven't the comms been cut yet? Oh, so we have time to make jokes? Ever heard the one about the Private that patrolled the bridge to Corona for 2 weeks?
No, sir.
Well, you'll get to experience it firsthand.
Oh, damn.
Make sure the communications go out tonight. No more stalling. And once that's done, report for bridge duty immediately.